But yeah, boys, obviously not the normal stomping grounds, but didn't have a video for you today, so I had to make one. And obviously I'm not at my setup. It's my setup, it's my hometown, but it's not my setup, you know what I mean? Literally not gonna have any cuts in this video, so if it sounds weird, if it's a bit different, it's because it is. It's more of a talking style video, kind of like Asmon Golden them. I want to make a video about microtransactions, pay to win. I've been thinking about it a lot lately actually, because I'm playing a lot of World of Warcraft. And OSRS, actually. I have a group Ironman with the boys. Man, it's crazy that when I was growing up, I was so addicted to MapleStory, yet it was so pay to win. Like, it was crazy. I was younger. But anyway, let's get to it. So, pay to win. Essentially, when you play a video game, your progression through a storyline that's linear, you'll slowly get more powerful, and it'll feel accomplishing because you'll get more powerful and you'll earn that power. So, but with pay to win, you can pretty much bypass that, right? It's what we're seeing a lot in the gaming industry. It's an unfortunate real side of things now in 2025. But let's start at the beginning. Back in the early 2000s, I mean, China and Korea, Japan, that gaming market was pretty volatile. That's exactly where it started, to be honest with you. They obviously seen it worked. There was the first few games came out, it was like Ragnarok or like Origins and stuff like that. That was, it was free to play, but their cosmetics were where they made their money. And you've seen a lot of success with that. And a lot of people ran with that. A lot of people ran with it. And around like 2003, 2004, 2005, when MapleStory became a thing, especially over in Korea, like KMS or JMS, it got really popular to do these cosmetic cash shops, which I have nothing against. Cosmetic cash shops, I have nothing against. Make the equipment that you can get cool as hell, but like the cosmetics, it's fine if they look cool too. You know what I mean? Like mounts or any kind of clothing, or pets, for example, pets. But then they added the convenience side. In the mid 2000s, they added the convenience side, where it was like, okay, yeah, we have cosmetics. You can make yourself look cooler. You can look cooler than everybody, but that's not going to do anything for your gameplay. And then they said, especially with MapleStory, you've seen it almost first. Well, you have pets, and we don't have a use for them, and we need to have a use for them, right? You have to have a use for a pet. You can't just look at it. They couldn't have implemented pet battling like WoW. No, they had to make it so that they had items that you can use for your pet. So they would pick up your mesos, or it would pick up your equipment that you were getting dropped from mobs when you were training. And if you don't know MapleStory, essentially it's literally a mob grinding simulator. If you played BDO in the end game, MapleStory is exactly that. So essentially it's a mob grinding simulator. Everybody wanted to be able to automatically pick up all the stuff that was being dropped, because you'd have to hold Z, which was the pickup button, and like walk, and then if it was laggy or high ping, you wouldn't be picking stuff up. It was a mess. So they implemented meso magnet and boots, or wing boots or something, and binoculars, and all these different items. And that's where you kind of started to see the pay to win. And it just evolved after that. So I'm going to talk about the fall off of Maple, because I've been addicted to WoW and OSRS lately. And then me and my friend went back. One of my new friends, actually. I'm pretty hype. He's like my Maple duo now. We went back. We leveled to 85 in an hour and 40 minutes. Didn't feel accomplished whatsoever, and then kind of just questioned what the hell we were doing. So I wanted to make a video about it. So, okay. So MapleStory, when it came out in GMS, it already had implemented these pets and these meso magnets and all this stuff, right? And unfortunately, with the newest update, came Gachapon, and it came scrolls, which scrolls were always a W. Scrolls are incredible. You could scroll your equipment instead of, using slots and stuff, or whatever, like however WoW does it. You could scroll your equipment, and it would either pass or fail, and if it failed, it would take up a slot. Cool mechanic. I've always loved it. Some people don't. I like it. So they came out with this new update, but this new update also included 2x coupons. And 2x coupons in a mob grinding simulator, you feel worthless if you're grinding mobs and you don't have 2x on. If you don't have 2x on, like 2x experience, why are you training? There's no point. So picture me, 11 years old, about 1 kilometer that way, sitting in my bedroom in my underwear playing MapleStory on a Saturday. And I'm like, Mom, I need to train all day because, I need to get a Zachem helmet at level 50, and I'm in CPQ right now, and I need to train on alligators in Kerning City. So I need 2 times. I need 2 times coupons. Well, honey, how do you get those? It's 2006 or 2008 probably, 2008, 2009. Well, we just got to buy, we don't have to put our credit card online. That's good, because, that was a scary thing at the time, even though our parents were like, don't put the credit card online, but they were downloading 700 movies a night. Whatever. Anyway, that was a couple porn flicks I seen, but all good. So I would get Karma Coin, or it was NX Cash at the time. Karma Coin now, I don't know if it's changed now. I don't know. I play on Reboot, so I don't really play that. Or I guess it's Heroic or Chronos or whatever now in Hyperion. But back then, it was like any birthday. It was either I wanted a Webkins, because I had like 30 or 40 of them. I either wanted a Webkins or I wanted Karma Coin. So every birthday, I get like 100 Karma Coin and $100 Karma Coin. And that did a lot. So I got a lot of 2 times cards. I got my pets. I got my cosmetics. I was always looking real cool. And if it stopped there, it would be different, because they started doing 2 times events. Then you could kind of justify it. But also, I was like 11 years old, so I was extremely impressionable. So I kind of got addicted to it, and it just kind of like shaped my gaming career throughout my teens. Crazy. My gaming journey throughout my teens. And unfortunately, they seen how successful it was. They were $1 billion company at this point just because of microtransactions. They said, you know what? We're going to do 2 things. One thing, it's going to be Big Bang. The Big Bang update. It's going to be massive. We're going to blow the whole world up. We're going to blow the whole Maple Story, Granis, or whatever it was called up, or whatever, the Maple Land, or I literally don't even remember the name of it. But anyway, everything's going to blow up. It's all going to look different, all going to feel different. It's going to be a new update, like Maple Story 2. Well, little did they know they were going to blow the game up, too. They literally destroyed the game with this update. What they did is they made it very pay to win. And one of the main ways they did that, which a lot of people do not like, and to this day are upset about, is the MTS to Maple Trade, or MTC, Maple Trade Center, or Maple Trade Shop, one of the 2. Essentially what it was, before, you had to grind for your equipment and get the scrolls and get the cubes and actually get good equipment, right? Now, this was an auction house. Okay, well, iBlue or Pat, why would an auction house be a bad thing in an MMO? WoW has it, OSR has it, SOS has it, with the GE. The GE, probably the most legendary implementation in gaming of some kind of auction house and a way to sell and trade things. Why would this be a bad thing? Well, let me explain why this would be a bad damn thing. You didn't need to buy stuff with Mesos. You could buy it with Karma Coin, brother. You could go spend $300 and have the best sword in the game. Coming off of the worst thing we had was, 2 times cards and some pet Meso magnets to pick up the gold. And now, on this update, which they were supposed to blow the world up, but it was supposed to be dope as hell. Sorry, boys, sorry. Now it's like, now these people are spending $3,000 and being the best player in the server, right? And you never really seen that with WoW. You never really seen it with OSRS at the time. I mean, you definitely did, all right? I get that. There's definitely, like, real life transactions, right? There's definitely RTM or whatever, real RMT, whatever it is, real money transactions or whatever, real life transactions happening. But for the publisher and the developer to implement something like this was catastrophic. Anyway, I quit Maple. A couple years after that, I was spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds a year, just from like birthday, Christmas, Easter, passing, graduation, doesn't matter. Like literally everything. Valentine's Day, I'd be like, Mom, you love me, right? Like, 25 NX. And let me reiterate, kind of personal, but we did not have $25 spent on an NX. So I love my mom, appreciate her. She did absolutely everything she could to give me what I needed or wanted, not what I needed, what I wanted. Anyway, so we have that, and I kind of quit Maple. I'm like, okay, like, let me get into OSRS, or let me, play a bit more COD like I was doing in Black Ops 2. Then AW drops, Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare drops, and they say, you know what? Boys, we're making too much money. We got to make more. So they drop supply drops. Now, This was actually a decent implementation because CSGO was doing it at the time. You could essentially buy skins or open skins with cases. That's dope. If Call of Duty did that in 2013 or 2014 when AW came out, Advanced Warfare, if they did it like that and they had an actual trade system like that, which would never work because we have a new game every year, but whatever, that would be one of the best Call of Duty mechanics or systems that have ever come out. The reason it wasn't is because they hid 3 things. There was 1 operator skin that was extremely pay to win, and 2 guns, 2 weapons. What do you do in Call of Duty? You shoot people. That's all you do. What's the one thing you don't want to have? Or at least you don't want someone to have? An advantage with their gun. That is literally the one thing. So, of course, they added the Speakeasy and the Obsidian Steed, which is essentially the ASM1, I think it was. ASM1 Speakeasy was SMG, and the Obsidian Steed was essentially the BAL, and that was an assault rifle. So you had an assault rifle and an SMG, and I think they had actually a sniper as well. I think it was like AC-50 or something. Anyway, they had a sniper for it as well, but the two regular guns, obviously G8 in competitive play and stuff, didn't matter, obviously, right? Let me check, make sure it's still going, boys. We're still going. It's in 11 minutes. Let me wrap this up because I don't want my phone to die or something, and lose all the footage. So essentially, it's been getting worse since then. Call of Duty had a lot of pay to win. You're seeing these things that are like, Call of Duty's not pay to win now. Like, there's not anything that's pay to win. You're seeing, let's say OSRS does not pay to win. I mean, yes, sure, bombs and stuff, but like whatever. I'm talking like you can buy swords. You know what I mean? Like, and even MapleStory, you're seeing these games that come out with this reboot server or this Iron Man server. And to explain it very briefly in layman's terms, essentially it's you're not allowed to trade with anybody. You're not allowed to buy anything off the marketplace, and you have to get everything authentically, right? So the best part about that was that we were able to play Maple again. That was like a reboot server, right? We were able to play Maple in a way that wasn't as predatory, I guess. So anyway, essentially it got better over time. I play Maple now. I like the reboot server because it's pretty much an Iron Man. RuneScape Iron Man's great. Even the GE's fine. It's not really crazy pay to win stuff. But I'm also uneducated, so I'm hyped to see the hate comments about OS. Anytime I mention OSRS, I have 40 comments of people saying, that cliff right there, you know what to do. Like, it's insane. Like, I literally can't post OSRS, by the way. You guys are gatekeeping this damn game so hard that even if I talk about going to sand crabs, you're telling me I'm doing it wrong. Even though it's the most AFK possible skilling leveler, I don't know. So, anyway, I think it's just been getting worse. And over time, like, if you want my opinion, I think, as there's also a car, like, spinning out right now, but if you want my opinion, I think what's going to be the most important in the upcoming years is game developers actually making money off their games not being live service, or if they are live service, try to sell the game or a subscription, because it always starts out as it's just going to be cosmetics. It's just going to be cosmetics. Don't worry, boys. You're only going to be able to make your character look good, and then they come out with a pet. And then the pet was able to pick up the gold. And I thought I just got shit on by a seagull. And then it just MapleStory is tough, man. It sucks. They ruined the game, but whatever. Anyway, pay to win's killing gaming. It really is. Pay to win is actually ruining gaming. It ruined my favorite childhood game. Call of Duty almost ruined itself with it. I mean, okay, actually, there's one more thing I need to talk about. I'm yapping, boys. There's 2 things. The fact that Pokemon packs and FIFA packs, or like, I'm taking FIFA packs as in packs or any Gamba whatsoever, even in MapleStory, being able to do the premium surprise boxes, or NBA doing my team, or whatever the hell it is, and you spend hundreds of dollars for packs. That is so blatantly gambling, bro. It is the most blatant gambling in the world, and it is directly marketed to children. Like, Pokemon packs, it's actually I was in the Pokemon store, Kanto Gaming, shout them out. They're great, absolutely incredible. Actually, one of my videos, I'm probably going to film there. I'm going to talk to them about that. I think it'd be super cool. It would be a video like this, but you know what? I'd be opening packs at the same time or some shit. Next thing comes out, I'm probably gonna get a box and open it on for you guys and do it there. Man, I was at Kanto and there was a kid and he was like, "Oh my god, like the $700 Rengar." I was playing League yesterday or a couple days ago. The Gengar, the $700 Gengar. Mom, I want the $700 Gengar. She was like, "Well, it's $700. You know, we can't pay that." And it's like, "Oh, well, the packs." And buddy at the counter was actually smart to be like, don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't trade wrecks, you don't trade wrecks. Don't get it twisted. Like, you're probably not gonna get that anyway. So I'm like getting packs, and I'm like, I'm really chasing this shiny Mew. And to be fair, I was chasing the bubble Mew, but I wasn't. I was like 160 in, and I just didn't get it. And I was like, screw it. I'll get a couple more packs. I get a couple more packs, and I end up getting a shiny Mew, and I'm hype. And it's not a bubble Mew, but it was just a shiny Mew. It was literally like $30, but I needed a Mew for like. I have this little setup I want to do for like, you know, whatever. My favorite Pokemon of all time. There's 6 of them and gonna have them on the wall. Anyway, I'll save you the time. And this kid's like, "Yo, that's so sick." I'm like, "No, wait. No, it is sick, but I need you to know, like, this is gambling. Like, you need, like, I swear on everything. There was like 5 or 6 people there. I wasn't the only one. And I was like, I'm not kidding. I looked at his mom. I was like, this is gambling. Like, I don't care if the shopkeeper's here. I don't care if the owner's here. And it's going to affect his sales. It is just directly gambling. Like, straight up just gambling. So I think it's probably important for people to know that these FIFA packs or... The worst part is you could buy a Pokemon for full price and not have to worry about it. With these FIFA packs, you can't buy Ronaldo. You know what I mean? It's just something different. But anyway, I got someone literally staring at me driving past. That was the most insane thing. Just 5 kilometers an hour, just going past me, just like this. That was insane. So I'm gonna end the video there, but yeah, Pay2Win's killing gaming. Killed my favorite game of all time. I know Charlie, I know my videos are super similar to Charlie's and Asmon's. I know Charlie's favorite game of all time was like some weird ass shit from like 2004. Same as me, MapleStory. Oh, and the MapleStory Classic server is coming out this fall, and I will be streaming that. There is a world, boys. There is a world where I do a like 5-day, like not subathon, but like locked in, can't end stream until I hit like get a Z helm or something. I'm gonna be pumping content on that, but it's gonna be on my iBlue 2 channel. I haven't done that yet. Whoa. Anyway, boys, appreciate it. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for watching the video. And yeah, this is my hometown. I you know, all you U.S. people and all the people that are in Texas, and the craziest thing you can see is, well, I don't know. Probably what is it? The castle doctrine law with guns. That's pretty crazy, right? I think this scene is probably better. I don't know. Anyway, I just probably lost all my Texas audience. I don't know why I said that.